Hello, X Factory friends and family. This is Paul Sinclair with another voiceover video. Today we're going to be watching my two-wheel drive buggy at the 2016 Motorama. I had qualified 19th out of about 100 buggies, which due to the bump-up positions had led to me starting third in the Cmain, hoping to capture that very same bump into the B. Without further ado, we're going to dive into it. Luke Dog did an amazing job on my new body for my X6 Cubed. And as the starting tone goes off, what I really want to concentrate in this video on is the patience I exhibit and how it pays off for me through the race. And the first example is going to be right here at the start, that first tight corner. You can see as I pause it here that I get into second place Aaron a little bit. I took a tighter corner, but I was able to stop. I backed out of the throttle, and instead of causing a first turn pileup like you see in 99% of the main events, Aaron was able to get out of it, and then instead of trying to double, which would of course probably led to me flipping on my lid, I just took a nice easy single through this kind of off-shaped double here and kept my position in the racing to come. I get a break because that second place driver, Aaron, goes a little sideways in the triple jump, and I find myself up into that 2 spot, chasing down the leader. And, you know, I think I can't stress enough the amount of patience it takes at the start of a race with these open wheel cars that we drive. I mean, discounting short course, of course, right? But it's so easy to cause pileups, and more often than not, you come out last, you come out on the wrong end of the stick from those pileups. And if you just have patience, if you focus on not hitting the guy in front of you and let the guy behind you take care of his business, it really works out better overall, and I think I was able to do that there. Now we're in a great situation. We're in second. We have some breathing room. We're chasing down the race leader. And more importantly, I knew that the top 3 positions were going to be bumping up into that B main. So I was really content to just run here all race long. I have Luke McCullough, a racer from the Pittsburgh area, behind me. You know, the Cmain at Motorama out of 100 buggies should be pretty good driving, and I think you see a lot of that here. So we're just turning good laps. We're keeping our head down. It's early in the race still. We don't want to make any mistakes that are going to drop us back in the field, and we got our sights set on the leader. What do you say? It's a really bumpy track here. It was a really fun layout to drive, but the bumps cause you to have to drive very conservatively. You can see me shut it down at the end of the straightaway early, take a nice smooth line, try to not get too crazy with the car. You just can't carry too much speed around this track because the bumps will catch you out at the slightest and of course, the totally wrong moments. You saw Marshall at the start of the straightaway, and now even though I'm right behind the leader, I see that we're coming up on some traffic here, and traffic is going to play a role. Yep, you can see as we head into this triple area, terrible traffic here. I get involved and actually keep my nose really clean, and again, it's that patience. In fact, I'm going to rewind this a little bit. We're going to go back, and I saw the traffic coming, right? And so as I come over this triple jump, I really focus on putting my car at the exact spot I want on the track, really tight and inside on the tube here, and that lets me avoid the first major wreck that has our leader caught up. Unfortunately, I get tangled in another set of cars, but there's patience here again. Instead of trying to just punch my way through it, instead of squealing my tires and getting stuck in the tube or flipped upside down, I just wait and I let the traffic move, and you can see a hole emerges in front of me, and I take it, and I now have the race lead. So again, that patience to just, you know, like see the traffic coming and put your car in the right spot. And then B, the patience not to just punch it and try to get through the traffic and freak out, but rather to, what do you say? To, you know, pick your line and take your time and wait for that opening to emerge. And some more patience there as I double singled the triple. I didn't like the shape of the car landing that tabletop jump. Luckily, second place double singled behind me. Again, patience from him, not taking me out. And we're running along here. I'm in first, second place right behind me. But again, those bump spots, I know that the top 3 bumps, so I'm not super worried. We're just trying to keep our nose clean. There's some bad luck from traffic there. Traffic caught a pipe, spun around, and took me out. But again, some patience. I let that spot through. I give it up. I don't fight it. I could have tried to cause a pileup or tried to keep my first place position. But I live to fight another day, right? Like the race is still, we're only about halfway through it, maybe 2 minutes to go. And I know that it's much better to be right behind second place than flipped on my lid and allowing first place to get way ahead of me. And there we catch a break on ourselves. The track, like I was saying, the bumpy end of the straightaway catches out first place, and we find ourselves back in the lead. get a lucky break on the triple jump there, land on the tube, but keep our car wheels down and get back on the track and get going. So we have the lead, and again, now we're getting towards the last minute of racing here. We're just trying to hit our spots, drive tight lines, not allow anybody through, keep it conservative. And here I blow my line. Oh no. And I have to single that double, and I find myself now in 4th place in the closing mounts of the race. But again, it's patience, right? Like that's our theme as we watch this. And so what do? We just bide our time, and we get super lucky there. Let's rewind it. This sharp corner just past the line. We go from 4th place, I think, to 2nd place because I saw the pileup developing, and I slammed on the brakes, went a little wide here as we freeze frame. As we go slow, you can see I let the car drift out, and we come out of it in 2nd place, pushing Rob Betts out of the way on the landing of that jump a little bit. And so we're back into that bump spot position. Luke McCullough, who'd started the race right behind us, is now in the race lead. And we just have patience. Again, we're looking to the bump spots. We're waiting for the leader to make a mistake. We're keeping our head clean and driving our own clean lines. So here we go. Like I say, the layout was really fun. It had a really nice flow to it. It's just the bumps that really kept it from being a super fast, really fun race to drive. We're sitting in that 2 spot, closing in on the end of the race. There's that traffic again. He goes a little wide, lets the leaders by. Right behind Luke McCullough. Keep a good line over that double so I don't have to single it again. That is 3rd place running behind the traffic. But the top 3 will bump, so I'm not too concerned. We come around once more. Luke with a slight bobble, and I take the lead again. 2nd place right on my heels, up through that tabletop corner. Nice tight line around that double jump into the straightaway once more. And, we take the win and bump up to the Cmain. The race announcer actually didn't call us done. He said that there was still time on the clock, and I thought this was our last lap. And then right about here he calls us done, and I just kind of don't worry about it. I let my car stop and, celebrate my victory. So anyways, that's what, I think in qualifying, patience is maybe not the best. It's always, you don't want to take people out and be driving super aggressive all the time. But in qualifying, it's all about putting in your best time, right? You're on your own clock, and, it's about running the best race you can. In racing, I think it's really important. In the main events, it's important to keep track of your position and keep track of who around you is doing what, and to just focus on keeping your nose clean and getting through crashes and wrecks as easily and quickly as you can. With that, we're going to close this down. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.